and finding jobs and making sure that you don't roam the streets of Lagos and your shoes are all gone and, you know, your feet is practically touching the ground. But anyway, we got a very, very different angle to what we're talking about today. Now, if you're into film directing or you're a producer, then you might be very interested in what I have for you. All right? I have two guests in the studio, Mfung, the Director of Communications, alias Francais, and Mr. Fred Elalouf. Okay? Yeah, where are you from again, Fred?
I'm from Paris.
Ah, oui. The city of Le Mans.
Yeah.
Am I right? All right,
gay
cool.
Paris.
Very happy Paris, very happy Paris. All right, Mr. Fred is in the building right here, and basically what Fred does is that he's a DJ film director. Actually, that's the first time I'm hearing about something like that, a DJ film director. So he scratches films on the screen. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
you got it.
I got it. Okay. And we have, he's also an executive producer and a musician. He plays the guitar not too often, but he's concentrating now on a project that he's been working on. He's been on tour in Africa, and a 10-day tour, and today is his last day in Nigeria, and that's where you guys listening in come in. All right. So just a quick recap, Fred, of what you're doing, what you've been doing, and why it's of interest to us here in Nigeria.
Well, it's of interest because it has been of interest in the month tour I've been doing. So this is the last gig, and I think well, it's about French movies, so I guess it can be of an appeal for anyone. It's not always comedy. It's a bit of everything. It's everyday life, and also I think these comedies from the 60s, 70s, they had really vibrant colors. It was pretty amazing to see and to make them can do a kind of revival. Also, the music was really amazing wherever you come from, even from Nigeria.
Okay. So. Now, I know this about the French. I hear they take a lot of pride in their music and their videos, and hardly do you even hear or watch English stuff. It's like once you get to France, you're surrounded by French films, French music. Is it true?
Yeah.
I've not been to France. I want to, but I've not been there.
No, you're right. It's pretty productive in a way. Because the language is very hard to I mean, the English language is overwhelming everywhere in the world, you know. So France is trying to protect his own
heritage.
His own heritage, exactly.
Okay. Now, in a nutshell, basically what Fred has been doing is that from movies from the 60s, is it 60s?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, movies from the 60s. He's taken the great movies from the 60s and the soundtrack to the movies from the 60s. I think about, is it 80 movies or how many movies have you said?
There's about 80 movies which soundtracks are on CD.
Okay.
And the project is about remixing all these.
Remixing.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so what basically he's done, he's taken the soundtracks of all these great movies, went to the studio and you know, produced them all over again, made them more funky, more jazzy, more modern. And he took the films of these very ancient classic films, 60-minute, 80-minute films, and he trimmed them down to 3 minutes, and he did like a visual mix and an audio mix, and he came up with something really nice, which is going to be happening this evening at Alliance Française.
No.
That's okay.
No, actually, it's organized by Alliance Française and of course the French network worldwide.
Okay.
But it's taking place at the French school, Lycée Français Louis Pasteur, and the address is 16 Eunice Bachiron Street, Victoria Island. That's
16 Eunice Bachiron Street, Victoria Island. So if you're listening out there and you're interested in this kind of work, okay, now Fred, he's definitely got his onions and he knows what he's doing. We're going to sample one of the songs. I think I have it somewhere here. Okay. All right, I have it here. So you'll be listening to one of the songs he's worked on, just to give you an idea. But if you're interested in this and you want to talk to Fred, well, make sure you make it a date by 8 p.m.
Yeah,
this
it's
evening.
going to be a show anyway.
Okay, a show.
Yeah.
Now, Fred.
It's free.
And it's, I forgot to. How could I miss that out? It's absolutely free. Now, Fred, have you watched any of films here in Nigeria, Nollywood films?
No, Nollywood.
Yeah, Nollywood.
Well,
not Hollywood, Nollywood.
I have a lot to dig, I guess. No. The only thing I knew about Nigeria was Fela Heritage and his sons, and which I love completely. I'm a pretty big fan of Afrobeat in general.
Okay.
And so I've been I've been digging that mainly, and the rest is very hard to get this culture here in France from here. It's there's not a Nigerian export bureau or export cultural export of Nigeria
that ships out the culture and
that
all
ships out, especially the movies.
Trust me, when you get to France, just find any Nigerian and ask him or her that you want to watch a Nigerian film. I can bet it with you, we are our own culture shipping whatever. We'll make sure we have those films, trust me.
The best thing is to find them while I'm here.
Okay, well, okay, cool, that
so
could work.
If anyone wants to bring me a DVD that would be really nice.
Yeah, you can bring it this evening.
I'll swap it for my DVD.
It's all good. Anyway, I really wish you could talk more, Fred, but it's a lovely stuff. It sounds very interesting what you're doing. And I hope I'm able to make it this evening. The address again is
number 16 Eunice Bashiru Street, Victoria Island.
All right. So basically, what you're going to be doing this evening is showing us like a show reel of these films you've cut down and
a live performance.
It's a live performance.
So live audiovisual performance. So basically, I'm like a DJ spinning the DVDs that my directed things.
Okay.
And also, if people begin to dance, I might play also some music videos, also some live concerts, amazing cult live concerts.
Let me give you a tip. If you want people to dance, start with Fela.
Yes.
Start with Fela. Yes. That works every time. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So if you want to hook up with Fred or Mfunk, that will be this evening from 8 at 16 Eunice Bashiru Street, Victoria Island. It's going to be fun. I don't want to say I'm going to be there because I'm not sure, but I hope you guys have lots of fun.
Thank you.
I would like you, Fred, to introduce the next track, which you sang or produced.
Yes, well, it's one of my tracks.
Okay.
I do with another producer called ZeroDB, and it's called Zoof, the project. And it is one track which has been quite rocking the dance floors, and it's of course cinematically inspired. It's not from the album Cinemix, but yeah.
It's good. Well, I'll take your word for it, Fred. This is actually the first time I'm listening to this. Here is number 3, right?
Cool. Yeah, number 3.
All right, thanks a lot for coming around, Fred.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Very nice. It sounds very... I think we covered everything, right? We covered everything.
We should have maybe said lycée français, the place.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we mentioned the address, but maybe the lycée français. People know more.
Yeah, I did twice.
Yeah. It makes when you're talking tonight, it's better you just give them the address. When they get there, they'll find it. So they don't think it's somewhere in Paris, you know.